The world is seeking a higher order of initiated transformational practitioners, intrepid souls who are able to hold the full spectrum of the human experience, everything from suffering and healing all the way through awakening and enlightenment with full integrity, even when that's happening in the span of just a single breath. We've created this program for people who want to become masters of the transformational process, regardless of the tools you're using to help your clients get there. This means going beyond the process of facilitation alone. And when you do this, it feels like you found a real home or an artistic expression inside the experiences that you're creating for your clients.
The true secret to being this type of transformational facilitator is in embodying the resonance of wholeness in your very being. This requires a turning towards and liberating yourself from the shackles of your own history and claiming the gifts that are awaiting you within the shadow. In doing so, you become the context and permission that allows your client to have the revelatory experience of true healing and awakening that they are ready for. If you can remain centered and present with yourself and your client while guiding and steering them into a more embodied experience of their wholeness with beauty, power, and grace, leaving them more complete and integrated on the other side, this is the type of mastery that we are referring to. And this is what we are inviting you into if you choose to step upon this path.
This is not a path that someone can tell you to take. This is a path that Spirit calls you onto. And that call can feel like a fire in the heart or a certainty in the soul. We're not here to convince you of anything, but just to be in service of that call that's already happening inside of you. So I'm going to invite you in this moment to take a breath and notice what's happening in your body. Is there a lightening and brightening? Is there a resonance with this message? Is there a soul yes? If so, we'd love to be in honoring of that message and that truth that's already there and invite you into a conversation and see how we might best serve that call. The unique thing about Soma is the way that we've constructed it. We recognize that the bulk of the transformation that happens when you're with clients is because you own a power and a resonance and a context inside of you so that you can create that in the spaces that you're taking your client into. That happens from deep healing, that happens from deep introspection and deep seeing from a community of peers and teachers. That doesn't happen with all the other practitioners that are out there, and we feel a real responsibility to the level of transformational focus and evolutionary care that needs to happen in this time. So we constructed Soma simply because we felt like there was something at a higher echelon or a higher level of integrity that needed to exist, and everything that we've done with Soma has come from that place. You know, we've really lived in a time where science and linearity and rationality has been the rule of the day, and that's pushed the healers and the mystics and the hermits into the background of society. And we're all really feeling like that's about to flip. The people who have been in the exploration and the excavation of their being and in the traveling of those realms out there are coming back to the center of society. And we need a bunch of them because there's a lot of healing that's got to happen, and there's a lot of transformation and evolution that the universe, soul, and spirit are really delivering down to us. So some people have had this perspective of maybe this isn't a safe path, maybe this isn't the time. But my sense and our sense is that if you're a mystic, if you're a explorer of the inner realms, if you've got something to share from a deep place inside of you, now is actually the most promising and potent moment in a long time to bring that into the center of the culture. So the real question is this, and it's the question that I've been asking myself and I'll pose to you as well. What happens if we show up to the collective in the energy of this full yes that's unfolding inside of us right now?